In this video, I'll be reviewing how to clean your red rubber suction catheters. You're going to need a few supplies in order to do this, so I'll walk through every supply that we have here. My actual suction machine with an empty suction canister. I'll show you how to use this when we're cleaning everything. You're going to have your in-use suction catheter in a saline solution. I have a few dirty catheters also sitting in a saline solution. Keeping them in the saline solution is going to help with my cleaning process at the end of the week. I have a container here that I'm going to use to put my hydrogen peroxide, 3% full-strength hydrogen peroxide in. I have a box of gloves here that I'll also be using in the cleaning process. A clean, dry towel that I'll be using to air dry my suction catheters. And for the purpose of this video, I've chosen to use 2 buckets to wash and rinse my suction catheters, but by all means you can use your sink as long as the sink has been cleaned thoroughly beforehand. And I'm just using a non-scented, non-antibacterial soap for that. So most clients will have one suction catheter that they use for 24 hours a day that's stored in the saline solution. At the end of the day, we'll take that catheter and put it in with the rest of our dirty catheters, ready to be processed at the end of the week or whenever you're ready. So once you've collected a few suction catheters and they're ready for processing, we're going to take these catheters and we're just going to put them into a bucket full of hot soapy water and dispose of the saline solution. Okay, so let those soak in there for a bit. And this is where I'm going to use my suction machine. So what I'm going to do is take the end of the suction catheter. So I'm attaching one end to the suction, turning on my suction unit. Okay, so just a little bit for each catheter. Okay, so now that they've been washed, I'm going to take my catheters and put them into my rinse bucket. And again, I'm going to suck clean water through each catheter. So once I've done that with all 3 catheters, I'm going to place them into another container here, where I'll be using my full-strength hydrogen peroxide. And you want to use enough hydrogen peroxide to fully cover all of your suction catheters. And they're going to sit in this solution for at least 30 minutes. So while the suction catheters are soaking in my 3% hydrogen peroxide, I'm going to change the water in this basin so that I have a nice fresh basin full of water to rinse them with at the end. So my suction catheters have been soaking in my hydrogen peroxide solution for about half an hour. And at this point, my suction catheters are clean. So I'm going to put on some gloves. You can wear gloves throughout the entire cleaning process if you choose to, for infection control purposes. So I'm going to take the suction catheters out of my hydrogen peroxide solution and put them into my clean basin of water. Just give them all a good rinse. And again, I'm going to use my suction machine, attaching it to each catheter to suck the clean water through to get rid of all of the hydrogen peroxide. So they're all adequately rinsed of hydrogen peroxide. And I'll just lay them out on my clean, dry towel and let them air dry. Now that my suction catheters are clean and dry, I'm going to put them into my clean, prepared container and cover the container. My catheters are now ready for use. So if you're taking care of your suction catheters properly, they should last approximately 12 months. You're going to want to take a look at your suction catheters regularly every time you're cleaning them, looking for any signs of wear and tear. If you find any signs of wear and tear, please discard them and order more supplies.